What's up, guys? I'm Rebecca. My best friend was supposed to come and film with me today, but sadly we had to reschedule. Something came up. Don't worry, you'll get to meet her soon. I talked with a bunch of my friends from school. I went back to school yesterday and I talked with a bunch of them, and they were saying that, you know, the videos are good, but I seem kind of awkward and nervous. So this time around, I'm gonna try really hard to not be awkward and nervous. I think it helps that nobody's around right now. Like, usually there's somebody around and it just makes me even more nervous. So hopefully I can do better this time. Look at that highlight. Okay. My best friend, since she can't be here today, she sent me a bunch of questions that she wanted me to answer for my video. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. She sent me a pretty long list of pretty good questions, so I have them all here in my notes, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start answering these questions. I'm sorry if you hear my dog in the background. He's in his kennel and he's Question number 1. What made you want to start a YouTube channel? That's a good question. So in high school, I didn't really start getting into makeup and stuff until about my end of junior / all of senior year. And once I started getting into it and starting to get kind of better at it, I guess, everybody was like, oh, you should film a tutorial on how you did this, or oh, you should do that. And I was like, yeah, you know, maybe that might be a good idea. But I always just put it off. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I also take a lot of inspiration, like James Charles. He puts himself out there and he's phenomenal. He's beyond amazing, and I love watching him. And I was like, all right, you know what? I think I can do this. So that's what I'm doing. Number 2, how was your childhood growing up? So my childhood growing up, it was good. It wasn't bad. It was pretty great. My biological dad was still in, you know, the mix. So my brother and I have a little brother. My brother and I were, you know, going and seeing him for a little bit and then coming back to my mom's, and I don't know, it was one, you know, the usual. But yeah, it wasn't bad. I would say I had a pretty great childhood. Okay, next question. When you are old, what do you think children will ask you to tell stories about? When I'm old, I would guess that maybe my children will ask about these YouTube videos. I don't know that YouTube will still be a thing then, or what the trend will be, but maybe they'd ask me about these YouTube videos and be like, Mom, what was your problem? You're kind of weird and awkward. But you know, things happen. Question number 5. What's your favorite animal? It's a llama. Llamas are my favorite animal by far. I don't really have an explanation as to why, but I freaking love llamas. Alright, next question. What weird food combinations do you really enjoy? Alright, don't judge me too hard, but I really enjoy, well, before I started eating healthier, I really enjoyed dipping like hot Cheetos or hot Funyuns in ranch. And I actually got my dad on that. It's actually really good. You should try it. Don't knock it or judge me too hard. It's great. I love it. Question 7. If you won a big amount of money in the lottery, how would you spend the money? If I won a bunch of money in the lottery, I would probably use a good amount of it to spend on my family, like my parents and my grandparents that I'm currently living with right now, because they literally do so much for me and have done so much for me my entire life, and I always feel like I never have a way to repay them or pay them back. So one of my goals is to hopefully, you know, make it kind of big, not like with YouTube or anything. I mean like make it big in general and be successful so that I can pay back the people that have helped shape me in my life. Yeah, and then I would probably save the rest of it because saving is very essential to life. Next question is, what's something that will always be in fashion no matter how much time passes? I feel like skinny jeans have always been as far as I remember, skinny jeans have always been my style, and I feel like they continue to be a style. I don't really think that that's gonna go out, at least not anytime soon, because skinny jeans is really all I wear. I don't like other jeans unless I'm wearing my boots for like rodeo or something. Yeah. What's your favorite movie? I'm a huge Disney fan, so Disney movies are my literal favorite. If I had to pick one favorite Disney movie, I would probably pick Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch are they're my homies, you know. Who's your celebrity crush? So I know this guy doesn't necessarily call himself a celebrity. He's more of a YouTube star, but it's Grayson Dolan. Come on guys, it's Grayson. Can't beat it. There's nobody who's gonna come around and be like, make me swerve lanes. It's not. Sorry guys. Alright. Do you have any relationship advice? If I were to give relationship advice off of the experience that I have had, I don't really know like that everybody can take it, because I've had really bad experiences with guys, you know, cheating and stuff like that, and I've always been that girl that like goes back to them. No matter what they did to me, I'd go back to them. So the advice that I have to give myself is that if they've done you wrong or so many times or whatever it is, then they're gonna continue to do it. They have no intention on not doing it, especially if they've done it like you do it once, okay, you've done it, it hurt, and then he or she asks for forgiveness and to give them another chance, and you're like, okay, cool. But if they do it again, just quit it there. Come on guys, he or she has no intention on trying to better that. You deserve to be as happy as possible, okay? You deserve to have somebody who's going to treat you like you are a freaking prince or princess. That's it. End of line. It took me forever to realize that, but that's just how it is. Okay, next question. I heard you were on a keto diet. How's that working? And do you have any advice for someone who may want to start keto? I am on keto currently. For the last 3 days, I was doing a liquid diet, so I wasn't eating actual food, but I am back on food. Starting today, I will be back on food, and yes, I am on keto. It's going great for me. It reacts to everybody differently. I don't know. It might not be right for you, but it's working for me. It works for my aunt as well. She's the one who really got me on it. I would probably say, yeah, it seems hard in the beginning. Anything's hard in the beginning if you're used to something else, but just if you're really committed, don't give up on it. It's mainly just cutting out carbs. You can't have breads and pastas and things like that, which kind of suck because sometimes I miss my pasta or like my regular chips, but it's not that bad after you get used to it and figure out what you can and cannot eat. It's really not too terrible, and it's been working great for me. I've already lost, I think, like 10 pounds, and I've only been on it for 3 weeks. So yeah, and make sure you work out with it. Don't just change the way you eat. You have to work out with it too, which I have done. Anyways, what's the most expensive thing you've broken? I'm actually a very careful person. I don't think that I've really broken anything. I've never broken a phone. I've never broken my iPad. Knock on wood. Oh my gosh, because I cannot afford to break something really expensive. But I really don't think that I've really broken something. I'm a very careful person. I might be clumsy, but I'm careful. I'm a careful clumsy, if that makes any sense. What was your favorite childhood show? Scooby-Doo. Without a doubt. Scooby-Doo was where it was at. Okay? That was it. Not a couple years ago. I think it was actually like... Okay, it was a couple years ago. Oh my goodness. So the summer of 2017, it was my little brother's 16th birthday, and so we took him to Universal. Just like for my 16th birthday, they took me to Disneyland in California. We went to Universal Studios in Florida, and it's like, I knew the people weren't real. I mean, come on, I was 17 years old. I knew the people weren't real, but I met the whole mystery gang and stood in front of the van, and it was like literally a dream come true. I was dead. That was it. That's all I needed out of that whole trip. It was great. What was your favorite baby show? As a baby, the show that I always watched was Blue's Clues. And then they switched hosts, and I think I still watched it, but it was not the same. Come on, guys, you can't just switch people up like that. Us babies, we noticed. Okay, we noticed. Favorite childhood song? I honestly have no clue. I don't remember at all. To this day, I change my favorite song on the daily. There's no telling what my favorite song was when I was a kid. I might have to like text my mom later or something. Next question is, besides Baby Shark, what was your favorite baby song? I can't tell you. Okay, so I just got off the phone with my mom, and I know that the angle is pretty weird, but I was editing my video and I remembered that I needed to call her. She said that my favorite childhood song was from High School Musical, Bop to the Top, I think it's called. The one where Sharpay and her brother are singing in the musical. She has that blue dress on. She said that was my favorite childhood song. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I remember after she said that was my favorite. She said as a baby, I didn't really have a favorite baby song, but she used to always sing Patsy Cline songs to me, and it would make me really, really happy as a baby. So she would sing Patsy Cline to me, and my favorite song as a kid was Bop to the Top by with Sharpay and stuff in High School Musical. So there's that. I'm gonna get back to editing now. What are you interested in that most people aren't? It's a good question. It's weird because I could say the Dolan twins, but they have such a big fan base. I mean, on YouTube they have like, 8.4 million followers right now. It's just that none of my friends that I have like in person with me, like at school or from high school or anyone in my family, they don't watch them. They don't, they're like, oh, you're just obsessed with the Dolan twins, whatever. No, it's just a thing. So I can't really say that because they have such a huge fan base, but at the same time I can say that because nobody around me supports them like I support them. So I guess that's the only way I know how to answer that. Do you think that children born today will have better or worse lives than their parents? I would hope that they had better lives than their parents. I would hope that my children have a better, even if I have the most amazing life ever, I would hope that my children have a better life than I do, because I would want only the best for them. And I feel like that's how most parents feel. They just want better for their kid than they had because they want them to have just an amazing life. So I would hope that life would be better with them, for them. Plus, we're moving into the future. We're moving up. Things are gonna get crazier and better. Hopefully, nothing that, causes the world to like, I don't even know, but I have a feeling it's gonna be better. If you were moving to another country and we could only pick one carry-on size bag, what would you pack? I would pack this poster, my Dolan Twins hoodie. I don't know, I don't fly often. I think the last time I flew was when I flew to California in 2016, and it's 2019 now, so I don't really know. But I would have, things are replaceable. So like, if I move into another country and I'm working and I'm making good money, I can always buy new things, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to I'm not a very materialistic person, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but my hoodie, those gotta go with me. I gotta bring a couple pairs of my Vans and my Converse. That's just kind of my thing, my Vans and my Converse. I think that's about it. It's not hard, I'm very easy. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? Teleportation. I would teleport the heck out of myself. It'd be crazy. I'd just be like, in and out. That's it. That's all it takes. What's your favorite app to play? I don't really have games on my phone or anything. The one that I've been playing a lot recently with my Nana that I live with now is Trivia Crack, because she's like, oh, I can beat you, and she's actually beat me a good amount of times, but I've also beat her too, so I feel like it's a fair amount, like back and forth. But that's what I've been playing a lot recently. I don't really have games on my phone because I download it, I start it, and then I never go back to it, and I end up deleting it, so it's kind of pointless to me. But what's the craziest conversation you've overheard? Okay, I will forever remember this conversation that I overheard because it was kind of like a turning point for me in my childhood, and I never told my mom. It was a conversation my mom was having with her best friend, and I never told her that I overheard this, but it was around Christmas time, and my mom woke my brother and I up because she had to go shopping, and she goes, okay guys, we're going to go to the store and you two are gonna pick out a toy that you would like to have for yourself, and we're gonna donate it, which was a really cool idea, that's cool. I think we did end up donating some toys, but when we got home, my mom was like, okay, I gotta go in my room and I've gotta wrap some of y'all's guys' presents, so don't come in my room. And something had happened, I needed to ask her a question or something, and I went towards her room, but then I realized that I couldn't go in there because she was wrapping presents and stuff. And I heard that she was on the phone with her best friend, and I overheard her. She was like, yeah, I had to tell the kids that we had to pick out toys for them to donate, and of course we did pick up some stuff for them to donate, but I had to make up something because I didn't have a babysitter and I had to finish Christmas shopping for them. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I was like, I guess I know what it is that I'm getting for Christmas from her. And then later on, we asked her, what, or something about Santa, I don't know. And she goes, well, since y'all are being good kids and donating these toys, maybe Santa will return the favor and give you the exact same toy. And I was like, okay, cool. And then waking up on Christmas morning, I woke up to that exact same toy that we bought to donate, and I was like, oh, like, alright. Like, I kind of put two and two together, and that was kind of like the turning point for me for Christmas. Christmas was never the same, but I still freaking love it. Christmas is my favorite holiday. It didn't ruin it for me. It's just, it was something that I will never forget, and I never told her that I overheard that conversation. I know she's gonna watch this video, so sorry, Mom. Last question. What artist or band do you always recommend when someone asks for a music recommendation? So I have such a wide range of like the music that I like. I don't like one specific genre or person. There's just so much that I do listen to, and it always changes. Like I said earlier, my favorite song changes on the daily. There's no telling who sings it or what genre of music it is, but I have every single song of One Direction and Panic at the Disco. So I guess I could say either one of those two, but then I just get made fun of more for being a fangirl. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I also really like Luke Combs, which is a country artist, but most of my friends don't really listen to country. I don't know. I guess those would be the three. That's like three different styles, I guess you could really choose from, is Luke Combs, Panic at the Disco, or One Direction. But yeah, that was the last question. I didn't do anything with makeup today, and that's because I don't want this channel to just be a makeup channel. I also want to have some fun with it. Not that makeup isn't fun, but I want to do like adventurous things and cool things. And like I said, my best friend was supposed to be here, and we were going to do some sort of best friend tag and ask questions about each other, and if we got it wrong, there was going to be some kind of punishment. So that is coming to you soon. Hopefully within the next week or two we can get that rescheduled and we can film it and I can put it out for you guys. Hopefully this video around I wasn't too awkward or too weird, and I won't get judged too bad for my answers. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to this video if you're not subscribed. Give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. I don't know. Anything you want. I don't really care. Just comment if you would like to. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.